Okay, well, here it is. This is a new Arturia keyboard in here. This is a KeyLab 88 Mark II, the black edition. Just came in. We're going to do a quick unboxing. All right, let's do this carefully here. Woohoo! All right, got that open, and let's see. Oh, look here. From those wonderful people at Sweetwater. All right, so I'm not big on buying new stuff. Generally, I like buying used because, let somebody else pay the markup. But the thing about a keyboard is, you don't know who's had it before you. You don't know what they've, whether they've messed around with it or, dropped it or messed up the keys or whatever. And, I've been longing for an 88 for a while, and I figured, this is something I was going to splurge on. These Arturias are really popular, and so you don't save that much on them used nowadays. It's hard to find bargains because they really are great units. So anyway, thank you, Sweetwater, and hey, thank you, Ryan Murray. Ryan is my salesperson there, and if you need something, man, give him a call. He's awesome. All right, let's see. So we're going in here. Let's see what we got going on. It's hard to do this with one hand when you're an old dude. Well, look at there. Then we got the. I guess we're kind of upside down here. That's better. Check it out. Look at that. Controller Supreme. Supreme. I don't know what Supreme means, but sounds pretty good. Well packed. Look at that. Got all this bubble wrap in here. This is nice. My goodness. Well, that was definitely a struggle, man. One person getting this thing out. Weighs about, I don't know, maybe 50, 55 pounds, something like that. This is a pretty massive unit, so just be aware of that if you're not very big, you may want to get somebody to help you out. I'm a big guy, so if I sound a little out of breath, it ain't all muscle. So, but getting that out of the box wasn't too bad. So anyway, yeah, and look, there's going to be software in here as well, and this is like the size of this unit, so it is a beast. It might be of interest if you have to move this thing somewhere while it's still in the box. It comes with these cool little plastic handles stuck on the side here, so if you have somebody helping you, you can each kind of grab one of those and move it. Unfortunately, I tried to use that as a way of getting the box out, and yeah, not quite sturdy enough to drag around that weight. It's fine for carrying, but you're not going to be able to drag the box out of the outer box that way, just so you know. All right, let's get this thing up there. All right, well, we got that, got the inner box open here, and it looks like there's another warning about the software suite that comes in here, and there's this kind of cardboard thing. The Sound Explorers. I guess I'm an explorer now. That's kind of cool. Always wanted to be an explorer. All right, we're going to have to figure out how to get this out. Sorry I can't do one of those cool, like, somebody shooting with a camera while I struggle with this, but there's only one of me here, so there you go. All right, well, it looks like this will just lift out. Like that. Great. All right, that's cool. All right, let's see what else we got. I guess we can see where this kind of wraps around, it looks like. So this may be interesting, trying to get this out of here. So we've got some padding on the side here. Looks like that's to kind of brace this thing and keep it safe. Pull that out. Set that aside. Looks like there's another one over here. Okay, this is kind of a tight fit in this box, just so you know. Looks like this thing is really packaged well. All right, so I'm going to have to lift this out of here, which means no camera for a minute. Okay, pull that out, and indeed this cardboard, this is kind of a little branded wrapper around here, so you can kind of see what's inside, which hopefully will be after this in a minute. And on the other side, there's an explanation of all the software that comes with this and all the features and so forth. So I guess next step is going to be to get this wrapper off and then bust open this box and see what we got. So now that we're down to the bare unit box here, I'm pretty sure once we get inside here, this will be the keyboard. Just a note, like this is still pretty heavy. The outside wrappers, boxes and so forth. I mean, that definitely added another 5 or 8 pounds to the shipping weight, but this is still a pretty hefty unit. So again, just make sure that you've got somebody to help you with this if you're not a bigger person capable of lifting this thing and moving it. So you don't want to damage it, obviously. All right, cool. Well, now we're in. I, move these flaps aside and see there's some software. Looks like there's a registration code and so forth. And here's the keyboard toppers that'll go with whatever DAW that you're using. And they talk about some other things. There's a USB dongle in here. My understanding is that is for making sure that you don't have any ground loops when you're using the box on stage. Some power at certain places can be a little wonky, and so you don't want that to give you a hum or ground noise or something that would interfere with your keyboard working, especially if you're using it for some modular stuff. So anyway, that'll help you. All right, so down in here, open this up. Oh, looky there. There's a USB cable. Always good to have, especially if you don't have a ton of them like I do. Let's get some of this. Oh, looky there. There's the top of this thing, so you can already see the width. Oh man, that already I can tell you this feels amazing. Let's see what's in here. Oh, look, there's our ground loop adapter. Let's pull that out too. Nice. Pop that over here and pull this out. This is just, yeah, make sure the keyboard here is in good shape. This will just come right out. And there it is. Okay, again, I'm probably going to go off camera here in a moment so that I can do this safely with both hands. Obviously, good penny for one of these. You don't want to mess it up by, messing up the last step when it's in your house. Let's see what else we got. Oh, there's some good stuff in here. Pull this out. This is this is cool. This is a little tray that attaches the back, lets you kind of put your laptop on the side, and you can set it back so that it doesn't block any of your access to your keys or controls or anything, but still have a stable place for your laptop, and it works for big, 15 or 16 inch MacBooks and anything that's that size. Might be fun to show real quick what I'm moving out of the studio. So I've had this Behringer Motor 61 for quite a while, and it's not a bad keyboard at all. The keybed is pretty decent. It's it's a less expensive FITAR keybed, not bad. This one I bought used. It actually has a couple problems. There's a sticky key up here and here. Just this E and this C tend to give me a fit every once in a while. And I've been able to work around it for a while, but, ultimately want to move up. The great thing about this keyboard is that it's incredibly flexible. Even though there's only 8 controls, when you look at there's 9 faders, right? 8 plus a master. There's 8 encoders, rotary encoders. There's 8 pads. But the cool thing about this is it has these banks, and these banks allow you to actually program up to 32 controls. So when you hit one of these buttons, it basically is like shifts the controls over so you can put other things on them. And that's pretty cool. You're never going to fit 32 of these controls on a unit. So it has a lot of flexibility for what you program. And I've been able to turn this into a really decent Pro Tools controller. I've got some videos up about that. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this. It is USB. It is USB powered. It has a power adapter as well, because these faders are motorized, which is also cool. That really appealed to me when I first got it. I thought it was really cool. Turns out I didn't use it as much as I thought, and they're a little bit noisy, to be honest. So it was worth not bothering to worry about that. If I really need some motorized faders, I would probably look for a dedicated controller like a fader port 8 or something like that. But this is a really cool unit. You have a ton of presets, so you can program it basically a million ways to Sunday, and it'll store an immense number of programs. So you can have programs basically for every single plug-in or every single operation that you use, or you can have different ones for different DAWs. It's really amazing. So, nothing against this Behringer. It's been a good companion in the studio. Just, time to move up. This also gives you an idea of how much bigger this box is. Like this Behringer is not small, but you can see, obviously with an 88, it's going to take up some more space. So anyway, there you go. All right, but most importantly, here we go. Here's the unit is in place. I always advise people, if you're going to buy something like this, make sure you measure, right? Get yourself a tape measure, know what is coming, know how big it is, right? I knew exactly how big this desk was, how big the unit was, and I knew it was going to be a great fit. And sure enough, it is. There's some nice, there's some plastic cover on here, right? Keep this safe. There's also plastic cover on the keybed, right? So we're going to pull this off. This keeps basically everything from just moving around willy-nilly while it's in transit. So we're going to pull that off, and I'll leave this in place just for a minute. I mean, I'm not one of those people who leaves plastic on forever, but just to make sure everything's working before I mess around. But oh my gosh, the keys feel great. Now it's not exactly piano action. I have upstairs a Roland. It's an RD 700 NX, and that is a true, ivory feel piano style keyboard. This is the closest I've ever felt to something like that under $1,000. So that's really nice. That is a really nice keybed, and for somebody who's a messy player like I am, this is going to be so much better than synth keys, because I tend to, slip or slightly miss a key, and I can recover quickly, but synth keys and semi-weighted, they're not very forgiving, and, by that time I've got, I've triggered a wrong note, and, then I got to go clean it all up in the MIDI, and that's okay, but man, this is going to be great playing this thing. Love it. Buttons are, yeah, these are great. My daughter has the 61 of this. We got that for her for a gift last year, and so I knew that this thing was high quality. Yeah, it's nice. The sliders are they're light, but they feel solid, and yeah, the encoders, all of this feel like it has a quality feel to it. This is not like loosey goosey. Really nice. There's clicks to the jog wheel. This is used to select patches and all that sort of stuff. All the keys feel great. These pads feel fantastic. They're a little smaller than the Behringer, but they feel good. Love it. Loving it. All right, I'm gonna put this thing to the test, it looks like.